welcome to the 90s Guys. We're here with a new series for you where we're going to give you some facts about things. Today's facts are about Nintendo.
The top 5 things of Nintendo.
No.
No?
The top 5 things every Nintendo fan should know.
Ah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everybody's out there buying their Nintendo Switches thinking they know stuff. Thinking, oh, Mario was the Nintendo, you know. It's not true. You probably don't know. But if you do already know, congratulations. You can still watch this video anyway. So, fun fact number 5. What Nintendo did first.
They made cartoons.
That's a good guess, actually. No, they made tiny playing cards.
They're a video game company. Why would they make cards?
Nope. Originally, and I probably should have had the year. I don't have it right off the top of my head anymore. But long before they made video games, they
So
made
it had to be in the 70s.
long before that,
Okay.
like the 1800s.
Oh, well,
Like-
Nintendo wasn't around that long.
Yes, it was. 1889.
Wow. So
Yeah.
Nintendo's been around since 1889.
Right. And so they made playing cards. They're actually called Hanafuda cards. These are not Nintendo ones. I own Nintendo ones, but I didn't open them. So, playing cards. That's what they made first.
Number 4.
Alright. So, Nintendo's first video game system after playing cards.
Yep, I know that one.
Alright, ready?
Yep, it's Color Game TV.
Oh, yeah, he's right.
But
Good work.
this isn't the first one. This is actually the second.
Technically, no. And that is actually what your fun fact is. It's kind of deceptive, but the Color TV Game 15 and the Color TV Game 6 are actually came out at about the same time. The Color TV Game 6 was the budget model. The Color TV Game 15 was the premium model. The differences being it had detachable controllers as well as 15 games versus the
6.
there you go.
And
That's
it's
the other one.
technically not 6. It was 3 because there were 2 versions of each.
Correct.
Just like your 15 is not actually.
It's
15
right.
different
It's
games.
right. Correct. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones plus 2 of each except for 1, and then a difficulty setting as well as an additional paddle setting on each one of them. So that's what made it 15. This is one of the first video game systems Nintendo released. Not the Famicom, not the NES. Fact number 3. Nintendo's first handheld system.
Game Boy.
That is incorrect. You were close. Kind of. It was actually what's called the Game & Watch. So the Game & Watch was actually developed by a gentleman, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was a visionary as far as video games come because he saw everybody was carrying calculators to work. Everybody was carrying calculators. So he created this, and what it's actually meant to do is sit on your desk, as you can see the time here in the corner, and act as a fun little clock.
That you could play when you're bored.
But then it comes to break time, and you hit little game 1, and now it's a game. I fell.
So those were
I fell again.
in the same era that Tyco, I believe it was Tyco, made a similar little credit card sized game system.
Nope, that's incorrect. This was well before that. In fact, this one, I believe, is dated 1983. So
Yeah, those were out in the late 80s, like
Right.
88, 89.
right, similar technology, but Nintendo kind of pioneered this this format. And if you want a Game & Watch, there are lots of
You
them.
can get them on eBay.
Yeah. I ended up, back before retro games got a little big again, I got this one. This is about a $100 one now. I got it for about $20. If you keep an eye on it, you can get yourself a nice one, decent condition. Be on the lookout for the battery cover. That's kind of important because then you can actually use it to sit on your desk as a nice little clock, as I do. What's next? What number?
We're on number 2.
Oh, number 2. The best-selling Nintendo system of all time.
Best-selling system. So the most
units sold worldwide. I'm actually going to pull this up so I can get my numbers right again.
The Wii?
The Wii is a fantastic guess at 101 million units. I'll let you have one more.
It's got to be handheld if it's not the Wii. So the original Game Boy?
That's close at 118 million units. But that also includes the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, which is kind of hard to agree and or disagree with.
Yeah, because they're both separate systems built on the same platform, though.
But the best-selling Nintendo system of all time, which is the second best-selling video game system of all time, is with 154 million units. Nintendo DS. In fact, it is still a viable handheld, I truly believe. I actually just bought Metroid Prime Hunters for the DS, and I'm going to play that on my DS Lite. I think it's one of those things, like, you can find an original DS Fat, which is the original larger one, I think for like $25.
I was going to say, usually under 30 you can find almost all of them except for the DSi XL.
The DSi XL...
There's still about 40, 45.
And you don't need the DSi XL. Those are moderate. In fact, the best ones are actually the DS Lites, because they'll still play Game Boy Advance games, and they've got a pretty good brightness on their screen, and their size is good. It was really...
It was decent for what it was at the time.
Right. All right. Fact number 1.
So what's on top?
Yep. That every Nintendo fan should know. You should know this. That's what this whole thing was. I think we might have got off track, but you'll figure it out. So we know that you love Nintendo, right? What else do you love?
Well,
video game systems.
I love my Sony, my PlayStation 2, 3, 4.
Right. Did you know? He did. It's just for the video. Did you know that Nintendo essentially created PlayStation?
So they didn't create PlayStation.
Number 1 fact that every Nintendo fan should know: Nintendo partnered with Sony for the Nintendo PlayStation. There is a legitimate working prototype. There's one.
There's one prototype.
There's one prototype.
That is now working. It was not working until just recently.
Correct. I will even shout that out. We rarely ever do that, but what is it? The Ben Heck Show redid it. We'll even post that one video. Watch those videos. They're fantastic. But essentially what it was is Nintendo partnered with Sony, and Nintendo, being the big name in the field, tried to bully Sony, basically, and said, hey, you know what, we want to do this cheaper, or, we wanted more money in it. And Sony went, nah, we're good, and backed out, made the Sony PlayStation. So, those are your 5 facts every Nintendo fan should know. Take your new knowledge, tell your friends, excite them, and they'll go, wow, I didn't actually know that. Because he did that, like 7 or 8 years ago when I first told him. But thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment on if you liked it, if you didn't like it.
What other interesting things you would like us to do some research on and come up with some other top 5 categories, maybe.
Right, exactly. And then don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can find out when our newest videos are coming.
And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We need all the subscribers we can get.
Yeah, I think
the more the merrier.
Right.
And yeah.
Right, so, exactly.
Thanks.
Great. Fantastic. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I really want to say my name.
No, you can't. Don't do it.
Nope, not going to do it.